to LJN Productions Backstage. I'm your host, Lionel Nelson.
Woo! Hello, hello, Mr. Nelson.
Yes, we have the extraordinaire Miss Duvonne Moore
Thank you.
in the house with us backstage.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Yes.
Hello, everybody.
This is our leading actress in the stage production Love Me Like a Rose.
Yes.
She be playing the part of Rose McClary.
Yep, I'm excited.
Yeah, so am I. It's been a great experience.
It has been so far. It has been.
Listen, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
About me?
Yes, about you, yes.
Oh, I hate this question even in job interviews. It's like, what do you say? There's a lot of years of stuff to say. No, okay, well, you know, I'm an actor, writer, plus size model. I was born in Philly, raised here in Miami.
Okay. Philly girl, huh?
Yeah, Philly girl.
Right.
Always there for Philly. Hello, everybody. I've been acting probably most of my life, honestly, but professionally since 2001. So like it lasted 17 years.
Okay, okay. Wow, that's a long time.
It is.
Well, now, tell us about the character in the play, in the production.
Rose McClary. Rose
Yes.
McClary. She is she's an intelligent woman, accomplished, loves her mother to life. I don't want to say to death, but she loves her mother to life.
Yes, absolutely.
Mama's girl all the way. And she is loving, and sometimes loving to a fault, which is part of what we are going to see in the play. She wants to believe in the goodness of people, especially in her husband. She wants to see only the good, you know. When things are good, she's great. When things are bad, she's good. You know, she's still kind of good.
That's good.
Yeah, when things turn, it's gonna take her by surprise. Yeah.
Okay. In what way is Rose significant, your character Rose significant in domestic violence, would you say? What else would you give to that?
Rose is probably one of many of the faces of domestic violence, if I can say that. I think a lot of people are going to see themselves in her. I see parts of me in Rose. Yeah, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to give everything away. But I think she is one of the many faces of domestic violence, you know, and like so many of us, it comes by surprise. You know, sometimes we don't see the signs. And yeah.
Because you're so in love.
Because you're so in love or so enamored by whatever's happening. Or some people are just, you know, really naive and they don't pay attention, you know. But yeah, so I would say that about Rose.
One of the things that we wanted to present in this production, that it doesn't only happen to people of poverty, but it happens to all class of people, all cultures. It doesn't matter, race, color, age, whatever. Domestic violence, it can happen to anyone.
Exactly. I agree with that. I have seen it happen to, and the funny thing is, people think when you have, a lot of us, we see things from external circumstances, externally. And so the picture might look good, but we never, I don't care what it is, we never have any idea what's going on behind the facade that we wear on the outside, you know, because I've seen people, it looks like they're living a fabulous life, but then when you get to know that person and you see what's going, and you hear the stories about what's going on behind them, it's like, wow, I never would have guessed that about you. You know, and it's not just because you're poverty stricken, because some people feel like because you're poverty stricken, the anger of the black man or white man, whatever man, it's sometimes women, because women commit domestic violence as well.
That's true.
You know, they figure you're angry about something, or you're poor, you're uneducated, and you can't handle this, you can't handle that, so you have to settle, and you don't know how to express your feelings, so you take it out. But some people are victims of domestic violence because of something they've seen. Growing up, they've learned to accept it. Some people commit domestic violence because of the same reasons. But I find a lot of them, they don't know how to express their feelings. And this could be anybody from any background, like you said.
It's interesting you said, because there's something that you said, it's a possibility that it can be learned behavior as well.
It can be.
When you say, you, especially if you've grown up in it, and you've seen and you witnessed, then you would have a tendency when you get to yourself and become an adult, of an adulthood, you begin to think. And I want to be very careful when I say adulthood, because I know young men, you know, of teenage age who commits domestic violence as well. But one of the things that I've seen, and I know even with my own observation, that they see what they've seen out of their father do or their brother do, and they feel that this is the way that you're supposed to treat a woman.
Right.
A lot of times, but that's not the case.
Right.
So I think that's something that we really want to bring out. We hope to bring out in this production. Let me ask you the next question: are you a victor, or do you know someone who is a victor of domestic violence?
Both.
Okay.
I have. I've been in a situation where, you know, I was definitely a victim at one point.
Really?
Yeah. And I don't know how much you want me to elaborate, but for me,
elaborate as much as you feel you need to, because we want to get the message across. Because see, listen, just looking at you, even when you and I first started working together, we would never have imagined, okay, that you were once a victim of domestic violence. But look at you now, and the way you carry yourself, you're so beautiful, and you just seem so confident. That's one of the things that I noticed with you. In working with you, you're so confident about who you are, and I think that's great that you do not allow that to break you down, which I'm sure.
No, I actually, what happened is, Mr. Nelson, I did allow it to break me down, but God recreated this.
That's wow.
You know, God had to show me who I am. In Him. He had to breathe a new life into me, because I did. I went through the first half of my life, and it was, I grew up in an abusive home anyway.
Okay. Again, learned behavior.
Yeah, I grew up in an abusive home, and I really didn't love me like I should have.
Wow.
And so I accepted certain things from people that, had I loved myself, I would never have.
Y'all listen to this. Y'all listen to this, what she's saying.
Right.
You got to love yourself, basically.
You do have to love yourself, and you have to know who you are. And it's not, we don't come out knowing who we are. We learn things, and we learn who we are from the experiences that we go through and from what we learn growing up. And if you don't learn the right things growing up, if it's not put into you from childhood, then you're going to grow up empty, broken, whatever. You're going to grow up with bits and pieces missing. And I did. I didn't know my mother growing up. My father was, you know, living his life, doing his career. So I grew up with one of my grandmothers, and it was, I love my grandma. I love her even now. Like, I'll do anything for her, but it was not the best, because it was abusive. It was abusive, physically, emotionally, mentally. Because me, I'm a tree hugger. I'm a tree hugger. I love everybody, and, you know, I want to fix everything and help everybody and stuff like that. But I didn't grow up in an environment that was conducive to that.
So now that's with the grandmother.
Right, but then fast forward.
So you're saying that you experienced that's when you first began to experience the
abuse. And this doesn't have to be with a relationship. It could be with family.
Yes, that's a great point.
It can be
so
with
now,
family.
correct me if I'm wrong, you were once married, or are you still married?
Well, what's
going on right now? What's happening now?
Yeah, we're going to leave that, you know. All right. No. The person who I was with, no, we were just in a relationship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were just in a relationship. We were living together for off and on, living together. But I fell for his charisma. He was very charming. He was handsome. But for me, it was about being charming and how you speak, how you carry yourself. And he was, you know, he was on point with all of that, you know. And so I fell hard. You couldn't tell me nothing, whatever. I quote unquote turn my back. Well, that's what they say. I turned my back on my family to go and be with him, because nobody liked him.
Right.
And sometimes people can see things.
Okay.
You know, sometimes people can see things in your partner that you don't see, because you got this shield of love and fairy tale in front of you, so you don't see it. And they didn't see those things in him. They just didn't like him for whatever they saw. And
they just had that vibe.
Right. You know me. I know it all. You can't tell me nothing. I'm going to go. Right. And, yeah, I paid dearly. Like, I got...
So what brought you out? What got you out?
I had enough. So I
assume it got physical there.
It did. Right? It did. It got physical.
So what brought you out?
There was a point where I had enough. Because along with that came cheating and disrespect, and in public, like, and you know, it had to be God, because it wasn't, I don't remember anything that I personally did or thought that said, okay, enough is enough. But at some point, I just felt it was enough. I can't anymore. There's been enough women. There's been enough times you hit me, you embarrass me in public. I'm trying to help you, but you're hurting me. You know, like you want me to help you, but then when I do, I gotta pay for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so it was, yeah, I don't know. It had to be God to just put that in me that, okay, it's enough. And I remember the last time he tried to hit me, we hadn't been together in a while, and he was coming by the house to well, I don't want to say too much because I don't want people to know who it is. But yeah, he was coming by the house, and it was something that he was trying to, you know, get at the house, and I wouldn't let him, you know, because it's late at night. Why are you here? You barging in. He took a swing at me, and I moved back, but I felt the wind cross my face. Something in me snapped. And I charged him like a football player trying to make a tackle. And I got my boot and I swung it and hit him across his head. That scared him. That was the last time anything ever happened. And I don't know what got into me, but that's when I knew, oh yeah, I had enough. Like this, you know what I'm saying? No. And that scared him. And never again did anything happen. As time passed, you know, I forgave him, and I guess he forgave me for whatever he felt like I did to him, you know, that upset him, whatever, I don't know. But, and now we're able to be cordial with one another.
And there's so much information here that you have. I'll tell you, so, I mean, we could go on and on with this,
I'm sorry.
But one last question, though, I want to ask you, what wisdom would you give to those who are either in and who may be a victim right now and want to be a victor as far as domestic violence? What words of wisdom would you share with the audience today?
I would say, and see, it's kind of hard to say this because it's something that has to be learned, but you have to know your worth. You have to know that you deserve better. The God who created you wants you to have better. You don't have to accept any and everything. Some people accept it to just, you know, for the lifestyle that they're living. But at what cost? Like, what cost are you willing to pay to keep this person or to keep this lifestyle or this persona up? What cost are you willing to pay? Because not everybody makes it out. So you have to know your worth. And like I said, know that you don't have to take it. It's not something that you don't have to give that part of yourself to a person to be disrespected, to be hurt. You don't have to give that part of yourself just because you love somebody. I don't care if it's a relationship or parents or whoever. You don't have to give that part of yourself up just to be loved. You don't.
And tell me Rose had to learn that.
Oh yeah, Rose had to learn that.
Hey, but listen, it was a great pleasure having you here.
Thank you.
Okay, and listen again. Love Me Like a Rose. LJN Productions will be presenting it at the Litman Theater.
Yes.
October 6, 2018 for a 7 p.m. show.
Yep.
If you're interested, which we hope that you are, and we want you to come out and support, listen, all you have to do is just go to www.ljnproductions.com and click on the Love Me Like a Rose icon and buy your ticket today.
Get them. Y'all are going to love it. It's going to be...
Listen, great cast. I'm just having so much fun. I don't even know how to act. It's just been great. But it's all about the message in which that we want to get out to our audience, to those who are going through domestic violence. We also want you to know that a portion of all the ticket sales, okay, will be going to help and support a domestic violence agency.
Yes.
Okay, so look, if you want to know how you can do your part, come on out and support us in this, all right?
Yeah.
Thank you again.
Thank you, Mr.
It was a pleasure having you.
Thank you.
Welcome to LJN Productions Backstage. That'll be all.